Let this be the day. Let this be the day that you decide no longer am I going to be a people pleaser. Let this be the day that you decide that my needs are more important than everybody else's. Let this be the day that you decide my no is going to be okay, and I'm going to be okay with giving my no. My sister and brother, listen, I wanted to pop in here and just encourage you. The rejection that you have felt from a childhood, from a previous relationship, from employers, has given birth to the people pleaser in you. And you don't like it. You keep doing everything to make peace with everybody. Meanwhile, you're pleasing them, but what about yourself? You're rejecting your needs. You go home every day, you cook for a spouse. You don't want to eat what you're cooking, but just to keep the peace in the house, you'll cook. You go to work every day. You're tired of that job. You're tired of that person frustrating you. But just to keep the peace, you won't say anything. You go along with things that people want to do to just keep the peace and not, so to speak, ruffle feathers. But what about you? God didn't create you to please everybody. Now, there are going to be instances where just for the common ground of keeping peace, sometimes you will go ahead and bend a little bit on certain things that's not detrimental to you. But your sum total of your life, because you in some place or another didn't feel safe by giving your opinion, didn't feel safe by expressing how you felt in a situation. So just to keep the peace and just in your internal mind to be safe, you've become a people pleaser. You do everything for everybody else. You don't want to give your no, but it's wearing you out. You're tired. It's frustrating you. You do everything for your kids. You do everything for your spouse. You do everything from your employer. You do everything that the doctor tells you. You do everything that this person say. I just want to keep the peace. I don't want no trouble. I don't want no problems. You know, a lot of times that's how our ancestors came up. And in some spaces, it's okay. But your sum total of your life cannot be about giving everybody what they want. What about you? What about your needs? What about how you feel? Everybody's going to have an opinion. Everybody is not going to like when you say no. Everybody is not going to like when you sort of reject them, so to speak, to have peace in your life, to have peace internally. What about your needs? What about your feelings? How long are you going to keep suppressing your feelings that everybody else is pleased, but yet you're struggling, yet you're broken, yet you're hurt? You know, somewhere somebody made you feel unsafe. A lot of times it comes from childhood. Your parents, because you didn't do what they wanted you to do, how they wanted you to do it, they kind of gave you this feeling of being unworthy, unappreciated, unaccepted. So just to keep the peace and always make them happy, you try to do everything to perfection, everything to a T. Yet in making them happy, you were frustrated. It just feels like I can never do enough. No matter how much I do, you're still not pleased. And that is now carried over into your adult life. You had a past relationship. You did everything for that person. It's never enough. Now you're in this new relationship and you feel like, well, maybe if I do just a little bit more, if I go just a step further, they'll like me. You lost a previous job because you felt like you went home and you rationalized, maybe I didn't do enough. So now you're at this current job. You're trying to overextend yourself. And you keep saying, well, maybe if I stay a little bit later, or maybe if I go above and beyond. No, you want to stay controlled by the noose that they keep around your neck, because as long as you try to keep peace with them, they'll be able to control your actions or your reactions, for lack thereof. Why do you want to stay in that? And the reality is you don't like it. You're tired of pleasing people. You're tired of holding your tongue. You're tired of not saying what you want to say. You're tired of not doing what you want to do in order to keep people happy. That's not who you are. How long are you going to stay in that bondage? How long are you going to keep doing that? You know, there was a moment in your life that you realized the more I keep saying how I feel to people or expressing my thoughts or my giving my opinion, people belittled you. They made you feel like your opinion didn't matter. They made you feel like what you thought, how you wanted to handle a situation, was insignificant to them. Many of us are in relationships like that. You are in a relationship with somebody that makes you feel like you're less than, or your opinion doesn't matter. The way you maybe want to decorate the house doesn't look good. The gas station you want to go to, why are you using that gas? Everything you want to do, somebody has an opinion about, and you've been tired of that. And so to play it safe now, you've just become a people pleaser. Where is that taking you? Where is that getting you? And how long are you going to keep doing that? How long are you going to keep giving people control over your life? You go to work, you please your employer. You come home, you cook dinner for your spouse, you please your spouse. That's not what you want to eat, but just to keep down confusion and just to keep the peace, you cook what they want. How long are you going to keep doing that? Are you going to do that to the day you leave this earth? People pleasing is born from rejection. Who rejected you? Who made you feel like you didn't matter? Was it a parent? Did you grow up in an environment like that that made you feel like your opinion wasn't anything? That's not who God created. God created you fearfully and wonderfully. You are chosen by Him. Rise up and be what God created you to be, because as long as you allow people to keep telling you what you can and cannot do, who you should and should not be, you'll always be trying to please people. And honestly, the more you keep doing that, you never please them, because it's always going to be something that they're going to want you to do that is not in line with what your purpose is in life. You got to take the step today to say, no longer am I going to allow the rejection of either my parents when I was younger, family members when I was younger, a previous relationship that is now ended, that I'm no longer in. I cannot continue to live under this noose or under this oppression of people trying to please people, because it's getting me nowhere. I am internalizing all of it. It is hurting me. It's causing me to suffer. It's not me allowing me to fulfill my purpose. I need you to stop that, my sister and brother. I just wanted to pop in here and encourage you with that. That rejection gave birth to the people pleaser in you, and you don't like it anymore. So all I want to say to you is stop. It's okay to tell people no. It's okay to tell your spouse, I don't want that tonight. I'm going to cook something different. Or let him or her fix what they want. It's not that you're discrediting the marriage or the relationship. It's just I'm no longer set here to please you. In relationship, we bend a little, yes, we do. But your whole sum total of your life cannot be summed up in pleasing everybody, because you're hurting yourself. You're hurting yourself. When are you going to please you? When are you going to be safe in what you want to do, in the yes to yourself? When? Are you going to spend the rest of your life just consumed with what everybody else wants from you, what everybody else wants you to do? When are you going to realize it's killing you? It's killing you. Have you thought about it? Honestly, have you thought about how much it takes from you every day to keep pleasing co-workers, employers, your children, everybody in the world but yourself? It's killing you. So can I encourage you, stop. Let this be the last day that you continue to walk around pleasing people, being a people pleaser, because it's hurting you. I pray this inspires you to rise up and be that all God has called you to be, my sister and brother. You all be blessed. Shalom.